Hi, I'm Tyson Franklin, and on this video, I want to talk about why you should celebrate when somebody resigns and leaves your podiatry business. There's a couple of reasons. Now, when somebody leaves, firstly, it's a great opportunity to find out why did they leave. Was it the end of a contract or did they resign suddenly? So you can actually learn something from that. So you can do an exit interview, ask a few questions, but that is a different story altogether. What I want to talk about, the reason you should celebrate when somebody leaves your business and all of a sudden you do not have another podiatrist, and we're talking about podiatrists here. So you don't have another podiatrist to replace them. Now, all of a sudden you're extremely busy, especially if you were busy beforehand. Now you're even busier. Now, why this is a great opportunity and why you should be celebrating is this is the perfect time to sit down and ask yourself, what do I like doing more of? And what do I not like doing as much? So do a list of all the different types of patients. And I'm not talking about just services. It could be EPC patients, government patients, third-party payers. There's a lot of different patients when you break them down. But look at what you like doing more of and what you like doing less of. And say, for example, let's talk about general podiatry because that's always a topic that comes up. If you're seeing a lot of general patients, you might find I actually like general patients, but there's a certain type of general patient that I'm not interested in. And they're the people that are on certain plans and I'm giving discounts to, third-party payers. There could be other patients that are just an outright pain in the ass. So what you should be doing is looking at your diary and allocating a certain amount of time in your diary every week for the types of patients you want to see and less time in your diary for the patients you do not want to see. Now, if you've got a clinic that's got a lot of patients you don't want to see, what will happen is they will be restricted to certain days and certain times, allowing the rest of your week to see more of the type of patients you want to see. And this is why I think it's a great opportunity when someone quits, and you should celebrate because you can start limiting some of those patients that you really don't want to see. When you have a lot of team members with you and things are really comfortable and things are cruising, you can start to take things for granted and you're prepared to see any patient. But when things get tight and your time is restricted, perfect opportunity to start getting rid of some of the patients you don't want to see. It's also a great opportunity to put your fees up. Now, if you're concerned, I put my fees up, I might lose some patients. Well, if you've just had a podiatrist resign suddenly and you're super busy, losing a few patients is not going to be a problem. But the patients that really like you are going to hang around. So by the time you get another team member on board, then you'll find, hang on, our fees are up here. Now I've got another team member. The business is going to run even better. And if your fees are not set correctly, the problem with having your fees too low is you don't make the profits that you should be making. And therefore you cannot reinvest back in your business and therefore look after your patients better. So going back to the original point of you should celebrate when somebody resigns. It is a great opportunity to look at the type of patients that you're seeing and restrict the time for the patients you don't want to see, and also an opportunity to put your fees up to see who really likes you or who's hanging around just because maybe you're the cheapest in town. Ooh, who wants to be the cheapest? So that's my advice for this week. I hope you got something from that. Love your comments and tips, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.